Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am going to be doing No Mercy. I'm going to be using somebody that I think somebody really wanted me to use, but I forget who. And I also don't really know how well this is going to go because they're not the strongest character. Well, mine isn't. But I'm going to be using Sawed Apart Pinwheel. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at her ability. Live or Die. Special move and blockbuster hits have a 35% chance to inflict a random debuff for 10 seconds. These debuffs are removed if Pinwheel is knocked down. While Pinwheel is the active fighter, when a debuff on the opponent expires, deal damage equal to 3% of their max health. So Pinwheel, well I guess it is Pinwheel, but Sawed Apart's ability is actually really good here, and I'll explain it in a second. But first let's take a look at her Marquee ability and Prestige. Well, I guess I just want to show you that I unlocked her Marquee. I have Grudge. And for her Prestige, it's really low level, level 8. I could probably increase the level, but I don't really need it to be any higher, to be honest. Stats, honestly, I feel like maybe it's better for it to be lower level, because I think the higher level, or the higher the level that it is, it will just increase the amount of time that guard break lasts, and it's better for her debuffs to not last as long, I don't think, so that way the enemy takes more damage. Stat-wise, as you guys can see, her attack is kind of a mess. Honestly, her stats are weird. So her piercing and accuracy are maxed out. They're actually kind of overflowing a little bit, but I don't really feel like trying to figure out how to fix that. Her meter gain, I definitely wish that was higher. 15% is terrible. I guess it's not that bad, but it's not great. Special cooldown it's decent. And then she has some crit rate and crit damage. These are her moves. Okay, so obviously I tried to give her stuff that hits several times, so of course she was getting her level 3 blockbuster, which hits multiple times. This thing, I don't even know how to pronounce it, hits quite a lot as well, and this thing it also hits a lot, plus because it charges up so fast, it's really easy to just kind of, I don't want to say spam it, but I do kind of mean spam it to get off a lot of debuffs. This thing is here because I don't know. I've used it before, so I'm just like, you know what? I'll just equip it. And I gave her a burst because her ability fails if well, it doesn't fail, but the debuffs get removed if she gets knocked down. So I figured if I can use a burst, maybe I can keep those debuffs on the enemy just in case I mess up and get hit. It's level 1 because I kind of don't want to level it up. Honestly, her moves aren't even that high level now that I think about it. She has 2 level 12 moves, a level 13 move, and then a level 1 move and a level 8 move. I didn't want to level this up because her special cooldown and piercing, well, her special cooldown isn't maxed out. Her piercing is maxed out. I don't need her special cooldown to be any higher, and then the only thing left is crit damage. Honestly, I think I'm going to switch it for something that can give her some health. Well, this can give meter gain, I guess. I'm going to equip this one. I know it seems kind of weird, and I'm going to level it up to 5. But please give her meter gain. Dang it. Come on. Dang it. Okay, well, she got 1 meter gain, I guess. Why did it all go to special cooldown? Whatever. I didn't even mention her guest star. I gave her that guest star because it can inflict debuffs. But anyway, so Sawed Apart, the reason her ability is so good in No Mercy is because there is a match modifier, Super Serum, which makes it so all debuffs suffered last half as long. Which means that her debuffs are going to be over super fast and do tons of damage very quickly, which is super awesome. Now, I've done this before. Okay, I don't know who to throw in as support. Maybe Surgeon General and Pickleballer? I forget who I used last time. I think that's fine. The last time I did this, I practiced this on my own because I was curious to see if I could actually get through it, and I managed to get through the whole thing with Sawed Apart. I mean, I think I skipped a couple of fights, but I made it all the way to the end, so I'm like thinking that assuming I get lucky with my opponents, I should be able to get there. Okay, at least I was able to get this off. Yeah! There we go. Yeah, Pickleballer's here. Look at all that damage, you guys. Pickleballer is here because the evasion really helps out with survivability. Okay, that was kind of risky, because if he didn't have Hex on, I would have been in trouble. Oh dear. Okay, good. Let's just go ahead and do this. Take this! this is going pretty well so far. I mean, this is the first fight, so look at that. Did you guys see? Look at her health drop. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. The only thing that kind of sucks is I don't. Oh, you've got to be freaking kidding me! No. Oh my gosh, that really sucks. Okay, well. Oh, Lucky Lore, you suck. I can't believe that just happened. All right, you guys, I'll be back when. Well, maybe I can bring her back, but I don't. At this point, I'm probably just going to. Hey guys, okay, so obviously I failed, and I decided because oh, excuse me. I knew I was capable of doing No Mercy with Sawed Apart. This is post-commentary, by the way. I probably should have started out by saying that. I knew I could do this with Sawed Apart, but for whatever reason I can't do it while commentating, so I just decided to just record the footage and then commentate over it. So Sawed Apart is actually really fun to use. I really like her. Inflicting all of these debuffs is so much fun, and then just having them do so much damage to the enemy. Look at all of that health that she just lost. Obviously, she's still alive, but still. She's actually a really fun and entertaining character, so yeah, I wish I could show her off better, but unfortunately, I don't know. I feel like I've just been doing really terrible with No Mercy lately, to be quite honest with you guys. I think it's because I'm in a rush. Like, prior to this, I would usually, like, practice a little bit, but I haven't really been doing that because I haven't been playing this game as much, to be quite honest. I don't want to say I've fallen off, but I haven't been doing as much of the stuff that I used to do. So, like, I would play, like, I haven't really been active in Rift Battle. In fact, I've kind of ignored it for the past couple of weeks. Prize fights, originally this has nothing to do with anything, but whatever. Prize fights, originally I was trying to do the diamond difficulty prize fights so I could get the headliner relic. Look how lucky I got with this, by the way. Are you serious? I got Yearning of Venus as my first artifact. That is so crazy. But anyways, so yeah, I haven't really been doing, or I tried to do the diamond difficulty prize fights, but I kind of just gave up on it because, well, not gave up, but okay, I've said this before and I'll say it again. I don't like grinding when I don't feel like grinding. If I feel like grinding and I want to grind in a game, I'll do it, like any game, and I'll enjoy it. But if I don't feel like it, it is like really hard to do it, and it just gets on my nerves, and I don't ever really feel like doing it. So that's kind of what diamond difficulty prize fights turned into. It's not that bad of a grind, but it's just not wanting to do it made it hard to actually do it. So there you go. But yeah, aside from that, I don't want to say I've been neglecting No Mercy as well, but I pretty much only do it like No Mercy one time during the weekend, and then I just kind of stop there. So if a part of the reason I wanted to do this post-commentary is because I knew if I lost in No Mercy that I was just going to get angry and then not want to do it anymore. No, okay, when it comes to other things, if I lose, it's kind of annoying. Like prize fights, it's annoying to lose, but it's not that bad. Losing in Rift Battle is kind of a pain, because then it's like you lost to somebody else, and I don't know, it kind of hurts more. Losing in No Mercy is the most irritating thing for me because, well, for these runs specifically, it means that I basically did them for nothing and it gets on my nerves. Did you guys see all those debuffs? So yeah, that is a big part of the reason I decided to do this post-commentary, because I really just didn't want to try this again and then fail. Another really good artifact, by the way, Sliver of Shadow. I got really lucky for some reason. It's weird. Also, for some reason, I recorded this with OBS, even though I could have done my QuickTime Player instead. I think I prefer the way QuickTime Player records things, but I've had to switch methods because, like, I don't like when my commentary goes out of sync, and that happens a lot for some reason, so yeah. I still don't know why it does that, by the way. I hope everyone's been doing well, by the way. I've been doing well. I feel like things have been a little uneventful, to be honest, but that's probably for the best. It actually, and yeah, by the way, I am going to talk about like nonsense right now because I don't know what else to do. It actually rained yesterday. I'm recording this on Sunday, Easter Sunday. And it rained yesterday for so long, and it's really nice because it hasn't rained in a while. So, and it's super dry. So any kind of rain is really nice. And it rained for a while, a long time too. Like, it wasn't just like a short period of time. It was a decent amount of time, which is awesome. So I'm definitely happy about that. Says there's a chance of rain next week as well. I really hope that that actually happens. We'll have to see. I forget, I think I explained... Did I already explain? I'm pretty sure I explained Saw Depart's moveset, so I don't have to go into detail again. Excuse me, oh my goodness. I still have this stupid cough, you guys. I'm sure it'll go away, but I think it has to do with allergies. Alright, for these opponents... I don't know, I don't think I really have anything to say about them. I'm always a little bit scared to fight Vaporwave Vixen, because I feel like normally she's not that bad. But here, any type of thorns is scary.
Do I know you?
I've explained that 1,000 times already, but I'm saying it again. The enemy has like 1,000,000 HP because of the modifiers. I mean, obviously they don't actually have 1,000,000 HP, that's an exaggeration, but they have a ton of health, so if they gain even one stack of thorns, it is so deadly. Luckily, we have Saw Depart to inflict all these debuffs, including Curse. And there she goes. Get her! I haven't actually used Saw Depart in a while. I feel like whenever I level up these characters for these No Mercy runs, I kind of neglect them after a while. Like, sometimes I'll continue to use them, but a lot of the time, I just will never use them again. I used to use them a lot for Rift Battle, just because I needed, like, strong characters to use for, you know, certain points. But because I haven't been doing Rift Battle, that has not been a thing. What else can I talk about? Alright, so I guess... I forget if I said this before. I told you guys what I was watching, like, anime-wise, and what I'd seen. No, I told you guys what I'd seen. I'd seen Blue Lock. I'm on episode 9 of Frieren Beyond Journey's End. I'm waiting for the 10th episode of season 2 to be dubbed, which the dub should come out next Thursday, so I'll just watch it then, and then I'll be done with season 2. And I also watched Fate Strange Fake, so yeah, but the last thing I watched, which this is like a recent development, I finally finished watching Haikyuu. Apparently, I think there's a movie out already, but there's supposed to be another movie coming out and a special episode, and those movies, along with that special episode, or I guess OVA, whatever you want to call it, it's supposed to cover the final arc of the manga, I guess. At least that's what I heard. So I'm really excited for that. I'm probably not going to watch the movie because I feel like... I guess I could watch the movie, but I'd rather just wait. Or I don't know. You know what? I don't know when the movie is coming out or where it's coming out, so I don't even know how I'm going to watch it. But I do want to finish the series, so... I was thinking of just waiting for it all to come out all at once, but maybe I should just watch the movie, and then maybe they'll have like a special premiere or something, and I could watch it then. I'm talking about the sequel. I don't know, but I really like Haikyuu. Like, it was actually really good. Like, it was better than I was expecting. It was a lot more calm than I was expecting. I didn't really know. I knew it was a sports anime that people really liked, but I didn't know that it was going to be so, like, chill. But apparently it's supposed to be more slice of life-y. Did I say slice of life? Wait, no, that's right. I was thinking I said that wrong. It's supposed to be more of a slice of life type thing, but still, it's like, it's slice of life, but also has the... I feel like it has like the... It feels weird to say hype, but it has the hype moments of like sports anime too. So it's just really good, and I really like it. And it's also kind of a funny thing to watch after watching Blue Lock, because Blue Lock, the characters are so much more like insane. They're not insane, but they're like... they're more intense, whereas the Haikyuu characters are more normal. I mean, they're still like anime characters, and they're still like kind of weird and quirky, but for the most part, they're all kind of just normal people, I feel like. A lot of them are, at least a good portion of them are. So actually, I feel like all of them are, really, except for Hinata and Kageyama, so there you go. But yeah, I really liked it, so now I don't know what to watch after that, because that was kind of a long journey. I don't even know if I'm going to watch anything after that, because now I've started getting more into playing Baten Kaitos, which I started like months ago, I feel like, on the Switch. If you guys, I don't even know what... I think this is the last note of Area 1. I wasn't even paying attention. You know what? Let's talk about this fight first, before I get into randomness again. So I decided to use Soulbound. I really like using Soulbound here, even though I very often fail. Because if she can take out the enemies while they're on the bench, then you don't have to worry about them coming back to life because their dead bodies won't even be on the field. So that's why I like to use her here. Unfortunately, things like that often happen and I instantly die to something stupid, but it was worth a try. So yeah, that didn't work unfortunately, but oh well. So yeah, but anyways, I guess I just had to mention that first. Obviously this is not going to be a success. I think I just gave up. I was like, forget this. I think I was so frustrated. I actually don't remember. Okay, so I'm going for the Grin Reaper. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. I'm going for the Grin Reaper strategy, which makes sense. Grin Reaper is like, I feel like she's my go-to when it comes to this kind of stuff. So yeah, back to what I was saying. So I started getting back into Baten Kaitos. I started playing it, but then I just kind of, I don't want to say I dropped it, but I kind of did drop it because I started watching anime. And whenever I play video games, I prefer to, what's it called? When I play video games, I prefer to watch, or not, oh my gosh, what am I trying to say? A lot of the games I play are RPGs that have stories and voice acting and stuff. So, I don't know why I mentioned voice acting, but they have stories that I try to pay attention to, so if I'm watching an anime at the same time, I don't like to do anything. Like, I don't like to progress the story of the game if I play a game while I'm watching anime, so I don't usually do both at the same time. Not even just anime, like any TV series. The only time I'll really do that, well, no, I guess I do that with like any game. I mean, games that don't have stories like roguelikes and stuff, not that roguelikes do have stories, but a lot of the time it's just like, it's mostly gameplay, so in those cases I don't really need to pay attention, but for RPGs and stuff I kind of do. So yeah, but I really have been getting into it. Like, I really want to finish the story. I don't know if I'm going to finish it because I don't even know how, I mean, I'll finish it eventually, but I don't know how far I am in the game. Because I kind of been grinding in that game too a little bit, which is really weird. But I say it's weird because it's like not the type of game that you really grind on. I don't know. I do like it though. I don't know when I'm going to play after it though, because I feel like I have a lot of options. I kind of want to play something on Steam. I want to play like a roguelike again because it's been a while since I played one. But at the same time, Vampire Crawlers is supposed to come out soon. So yeah. Also, this fight is taking forever. This is still Area 1. I don't even know what's happening right now. I wasn't looking. I think I destroyed the dead bodies with Grin Reaper and then just kept going, I guess. I don't know. Get her! She's still alive. Oh yeah, she had invincibility. She had immunity, so I couldn't defeat her with Quietus, unfortunately. Look at this fight is taking forever. Holy moly. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say about video games and anime and stuff. I guess I could go into further detail about the stuff I watched, but I don't really know what to say. I really got into Blue Lock, so I started reading the manga, the spin-off manga, not the actual main manga. I'm probably not going to read the main manga, just because I don't really, I mean, it's getting a season 3, so I feel like I don't really need to. I don't know. I'm not that invested in the, I don't want to say the story, but I'm not that invested into the actual soccer part of it, so it's like, and I feel like that's mostly what happens, right? That's, most chapters I'm sure is the soccer playing. I'm more curious about the interpersonal relationships of the characters, so I think the way I'm going to consume Blue Lock outside of watching the anime is probably just reading what people are talking about in the Reddit discussions, which sounds really stupid, but I just like, I don't know. I started doing that after episode 1, to be honest. I watched the first episode and then I immediately looked up spoilers because something happens at the end and I'm like, wait a second, what? Is this character really gone? Like, I thought they were going to be important. And I got really spoiled on it, so I ended up just not caring about anything else. I've been spoiled on that so much, like seriously, but it's my own fault. And I did it intentionally, to be fair, so I did not mean to do that. Alright, so we got through that first fight. I don't even know. I honestly haven't said anything about this. I feel like there's not much to say, you guys. Solid Apart is so much fun to use. If you haven't used her, I definitely recommend that you level her up. And she's a silver character too, so it's a lot easier to level her up versus other diamonds and golds and stuff. At least it's a lot less resource intensive. So if you guys don't have all the canopy coins or the skill points or whatever, I do recommend it. Plus she's a lot of fun too. I feel like it's not only just about how good a character is, quote unquote, but also how much you enjoy playing them. And in Solid Apart's case, I actually do really like playing her. Alright, I feel like 99% of the time I'm avoiding Painwheel. When have I ever fought Painwheel? I'm just afraid to fight her because I feel like I'm gonna die a horrible death. I feel like I need to level up another Valentine so that way I can actually deal with her. Because Final Fang can deal with her, but I think other Valentines can too, although there's some risk there still. Also, this is kind of a weird... Oh wait, you know what? That's not the character I was thinking of. I was gonna say this is kind of a weird matchup because Solid Apart, I think, might have difficulty against, what's-her-face? What's her name? Dawn Passione? But that's not even who that is. I get her and Inner Diva mixed up all the time. Anytime a character is the same element as another character, unless they look drastically different, I get them mixed up for some reason. Like, Inner Pieces and Dawn Passione to me, I don't even think they look the same, and I still get them mixed up. I don't know why. They have to have, like, a gigantic difference for me to not get them mixed up. Like, Pickleballer is green, so I won't get him mixed up with any other winged Beowulf, I don't think. Dagonian Feast! I kind of wish they would add more artifacts. Is that weird? Does anybody else want that? I mean, I have mentioned that before, like I want them to rework the light artifact, the one that disables your opponent's special moves and blockbusters whenever you tag in, but I also want them to... Well, and I also want them to add something that affects neutral fighters specifically, because I feel like there's so many neutral fighters at this point that I think it would just make sense for them to do that. But I also kind of just want to see something different. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I think it's because I do No Mercy so often that I see the same artifacts all the time, and I use the same ones all the time. I rarely ever, like, differentiate. But that's just because I feel like there's only... I don't know, there's some good ones, but... Or there's some really good ones, and then there's, like, decent ones, but I feel like the really good ones kind of outclass the other ones, like the one that makes it so the enemy is stunned at the beginning of the fight. Like, why would you not pick that one? It's so good. Or the one that gives you evasion at the start. Like, come on, you guys. That's why I want to see them add more, but I don't know if that's ever going to happen. That might just be a me thing. I feel like other people would probably rather see other stuff added before that. Oops. Sorry, I hit my mic. Oh, Spellbent. Who I almost just called Spellbound. I feel like, have I called her that before? I don't know. Get her! Look how much damage she took from that. Solid Apart is also really good because if you can get her Prestige ability, which shouldn't be that difficult since she's a silver character, her Prestige ability also inflicts Guard Break on the enemy. I forget what the exact conditions are because I'm really bad with remembering details, but yeah. I forgot who... Oh, I took Angel Maker. I wasn't planning on using her. I kind of forgot that I have Angel Maker, but my playstyle does not revolve around tagging out, so I've never really bothered with her. Okay. This is an interesting team. Okay, what else? I feel like I've exhausted my topics already. I just haven't, like I said, it's been pretty uneventful. Like, not much has happened. I think the Madoka movie's supposed to come out in August, though. I'm excited for that. Is anybody else going to watch it? I don't know how I'm going to watch it, because I don't know how they're going to show it. Like, I don't know if it's going to be, like, a special premiere or like in select theaters type of thing. If it is, I doubt it's going to be in my town or even a town next to mine or anything. I'm probably going to have to go to a different... Probably going to have to go to Austin or something. I don't know. That's kind of far away. It's not that far, but I don't know if I'd want to go all the way over there just to watch a movie. Maybe they'll stream it. I hope they stream it so I could just watch it at home, but I feel like that's probably not going to be the case. There we go. Alright, who is next? Excuse me. Ugh, my cough. Apple juice! That is such a good catalyst. I don't think any... Or did I say catalyst? Artifact. Why do all these things have different names? I guess it's because they're in different modes. I wasn't even paying attention to what I took. I think I took the revival node. Okay, with this team, I think because... Is this the last node of Area 2? I think it is. Alright, so these three opponents are kind of annoying because the light element match modifiers are going to give them buffs that make them a pain to fight against, but in Salt Apart's case specifically, Assassin's Greed and Splitting Image are both going to gain immunity from the match modifiers, so that's going to make Salt Apart's ability kind of useless, unfortunately. So for that reason, I did not plan on taking her. Assuming this is actually the last node of Area 3, I'm thinking it is, but I kind of haven't even been looking at the screen, to be honest, so... And I don't know why I'm hesitating so much. Wait, I guess this isn't the last node of Area 3, because otherwise why would I use Sawed Apart? Okay, so all that explanation I just gave, just pretend I didn't say any of it. And apparently at some point I got, whatever it's called. I actually don't remember the name of these catalysts. Even though I pick them all the time, I always forget the one that stuns, like what it's called. I'm gonna try to think of it. It is called Flash Grenade or something like that. I don't remember. I kind of can't believe I picked Sawed Apart here. Oh wait, I'm using Tyrannical. This is Area 3. Okay, I was like, you guys, oh my gosh, I'm like spacing out, not even looking at the screen. Okay, so I picked but you know what? This goes hand in hand with what I just said about how I get all these variants mixed up with each other. I got Tyrannical and Sawed Apart mixed up. It's funny because I get them mixed up with Freaky Friday too. And then I also, for some reason, I get Freaky Friday mixed up with Neuromancer. I just get them all mixed up. It's insane. Well, the reason I picked Tyrannical is kind of obvious. It's because she can remove the enemy buffs. And also because she's Pain Wheel. So I wanted to at least, if I'm not going to use Sawed Apart for this, I want to at least use a Pain Wheel. At least that was my line of thinking. Yep. Splitting Image is annoying to fight against, but because Tyrannical can give herself immunity, because she can give herself Miasma, that actually helps a lot when dealing with these enemies. Come on, get her! Also, what is going on with Splitting Image's moveset? She has 2 taunts, she has the tag out move, outtake, whatever it's called, and then she just has that lob thing. So weird. Of course she has her level 3 blockbuster, because for whatever reason, every character, or every enemy has to have a level 3 blockbuster. I don't know if they all do, I think most of them do though. I'm pretty sure I take Gehenna's Oblivion here because that is really good. And we are on the final area of No Mercy. So yay, we're almost done with this. I don't know, I think, oh yeah, I didn't want to fight Misfortune. Sorry for yawning. I didn't want to fight Fatal Frey because I feel like she's actually really difficult. I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but I feel like I always trigger her ability and then I end up like screwing myself over horribly and it's just really hard to recover from that. So that's why I don't really like fighting her, and I kind of just avoid her at all. Not at all costs, but I don't think I've ever fought her since I fought her last. But these 3 opponents aren't terrible. They're a little bit annoying. Angel Maker is annoying more than anybody else. Assassin's Greed can be a bit problematic, but for the most part she's not too bad. And there she goes. At least Angel Maker's ability didn't activate, thank goodness. Which actually, I feel like that's odd. I thought usually even if she died her ability would still kick in. I don't know. Actually, you guys, even though this is post-commentary, I actually recorded this like weeks ago. So I'm not this post-commentary, but I'm talking about the gameplay footage. Like this is from, I think this is from March. This is before the April update. So just to let you guys know. Although you might have been able to tell. Or I don't know. I don't know if there was anything that gave that away. I can't believe that activated, or broke her guard. There you go. Activated the guard break. I guess that's kind of one way to put it. Both of these are useless with Sought Apart. I think I actually go for the heal node here. Oh, dang. Okay, or maybe I'm just super brave. Well, Sought Apart's health isn't even that low. Do I have nothing else to say? What the heck? I suck. This is why I don't like to do post-commentary. So I always run out of things to say. Sometimes I have things to say, like topics and stuff, but I got nothing right now. I'm trying to find what else to read next, because I'm actually on the last volume. Well, I'm on volume 5 of Blue Lock, episode Nagi. But I've been reading it on Libby. If you guys don't know what, I'm sure you guys know what Libby is, but if you don't know, it's basically just an app that lets you check out books from the library, basically. Like ebooks, I mean. But they only have up to volume 5 with the libraries that I've seen, so... Or that I have, I guess, access to at least. So, I think the only way I'm going to be able to read it is either buy it digitally or buy it physically. And I'd rather... I've been reading it at work, so if I want to read it at work, I have to buy it digitally. I guess I could... Well, that's a lie. I could bring my physical book to work, but I'm kind of scared because I'm afraid to read manga in public because I feel like you never know. Like, you just never know with manga. Like, you could be reading manga and it could be, like, super wholesome and then out of nowhere... Or, like, have no fan service whatsoever. And then out of nowhere, there's just this, like, epic fan service, crazy nonsense. And you're just like, what the heck just happened? Like, what? Like, I was reading Blue Lock, and I was just like, yay, Blue Lock. I don't think I have to worry about reading this. Because there's no... I mean, Blue Lock, I guess, has fan service. Kinda, sorta. Does it? I don't know. I guess it sorta does, but not really. So I was reading episode Nagi, and then out of nowhere... I got to one page, and you know what? This happened in the anime, and I forgot about it. But actually, I think this might not have happened in the anime, because... But then again, you know what? I don't know. Whatever. The point is, I was reading it, and then out of nowhere, the characters were, like, taking a shower, and they were all naked. And I was like, oh my gosh, what the heck? So I had to turn my brightness down on my phone, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want people to, like, see this. So I was just like, what the heck? But I forgot that that actually happens in Blue Lock, like, the anime. There's like a part where they're in the bath, and I'm like, wait, how did I forget about this? I don't know how I forgot about that. I think because I just didn't think about it. Because whenever fan service stuff happens and I'm watching anime, I'm just like on my own. I don't care. But if I'm like in a public space or something and I'm reading manga, then it's just more awkward, and it's like, oh my gosh, no. That's part of... I don't hate fan service or even really dislike it all that much, but well, sometimes I kind of do dislike it. I don't know. It just depends on the circumstances. But it was just so out of the blue, and I was like, crap, I'm not even safe reading Blue Lock? What can I read here? So I'm scared to read anything. Like, if I haven't already read it, if I haven't vetted it out already, I'm afraid to read any type of manga in public. Like, I even started this manga called... I think it's called Cat Barista. I only read, like, the first 2 pages, because it didn't seem that interesting to me, to be quite honest with you. But I also stopped reading it because at the beginning, I don't know, you guys, I just had a bad feeling. Like, I was scared. I'm just like, what if something, like, crazy happens? Like, super fan servicey. And there's just this, like, I don't know. One of the main characters, I mean, it's called Cat Barista, so he's like an anthropomorphic cat. I feel like his face is more cat. Well, no, let me not. I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I was scared, okay? Anthropomorphic animal characters, I feel like those have the potential to be super weird. At least when it comes... Not even fan service necessarily, but just... I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. I don't think I have to elaborate. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just not even read this. I'm not taking the chance. I'll just stick to Blue Lock for now. I actually did read a manga recently, though, called Cosmos, and that had, like, no fan service. That sounds stupid. You guys, I don't pick manga based on whether or not it has fan service or not, but I do kind of do that when I'm reading in public because I just don't want to see anything crazy. Also, did I lose Sawed Apart? I think I did. I wasn't even paying attention, you guys. Did I? Why did I use Starshine there? I think I might have used her to deal with Death Wish. Okay, I need to focus, because, like, what happened there? Look at all these green fighters. Oh yeah, look at this weird glitch, you guys! I've seen this before, where the characters get all shadowy like this, but... Well, not shadowy, but their silhouettes don't light up. It's so weird looking. Wait, did I lose Sawed Apart, or did I just use Starshine for that one moment? I guess I lost her because I'm not looking for her, apparently. What am I doing? What the heck is going on right now? I wish I'd paid attention. This is what happens when you don't pay attention, you guys. Whatever, I might as well just continue to not pay attention because that's what I was doing earlier. So yeah, I read this manga called Cosmos. It's about... So basically, okay, what it's about, this main character, he ends up getting tangled up with this insurance company that works for aliens specifically. Like, they're aliens from outer space, and they investigate insurance claims from other aliens. So that's kind of what it's about. But for the most part, at least in the first volume, all the people they investigate are people that are not criminal. I guess they're kind of criminals. I guess technically they are criminals. They're people that are, what's it called? Committing insurance fraud. So, yeah. And it's actually really entertaining. I really liked it. It only has one volume. It probably has more than one volume, but only one volume is available on Libby, unfortunately. But it was actually really good. And like I said, it didn't have fan service at all, and I kind of didn't think it would. Like, I feel like you could kind of tell when something's not going to have fan service. So I didn't feel scared to read it in public. But yeah, you know what I mean though? Like, you can see, I know they say not to judge a book by its cover, but sometimes you can, just by looking at its cover, you can tell if something is going to be kind of fan servicey or not. And a lot of it has to do with the way characters are drawn. And I don't even mean like, I don't even necessarily mean like super like sexualized or anything like that. It's just something about the way a character is drawn. You can just kind of tell. It's like, this is going to be super fan servicey. I can feel it. Like, I have a manga like that right now that I think I'm going to get rid of. Not because it's fan servicey, but because the content is just creepy. I don't like it. Like, I don't know. There's just too much weirdness, too much uncomfortable kind of fetishy stuff that I'm like, what the heck is this? I did not sign up for this. So, yeah. But anyways, another manga that I read was called, excuse me. I actually can't remember what its name is. It has a weird name. Dang it, what is it called? It starts with an A. It's like, I'm going to see if I can look it up really quick. It is called... Also, I think this is the last... Is this the last note of Area 3? Yeah, it is. So this is about to be at the end. Oh, shoot. So maybe... Hold on, I have to look this up really fast. And it's like Anadoba or something. Adabana, that's what it's called. Adabana. Adabana? I think Adabana is more accurate. That manga is crazy too. It's actually really interesting, but there's a lot of nudity, so when I started reading it, I didn't expect there to be nudity, and then all of a sudden one of the characters was naked, and I'm like... And it was really intense too. It just got disturbing. It's not... It's definitely an adult manga, so I don't recommend it if you don't want to deal with heavy topics. But I really am excited to read the third volume because it's actually really good, you guys. Like, I was getting really into it. But that's another one that I was reading it in public at work, and I was like, oh crap, I have to lower the brightness again. But I was reading it, like, I was all isolated by myself, so it wasn't that big of a deal, but still. Alright, so, okay, before I end this, let's just go over this really quickly. Sawed Apart is really good. I highly recommend her because she's a silver character, so if you don't have a lot of resources to invest in your characters, she is a good one to invest in, especially if you like Painwheel. I think you would like, well, I would recommend her because she's actually a really good Painwheel. IMO. So I'm glad I leveled her up. She's a lot of fun. She's just a really good character. And, I mean, this video's not over yet, but I don't think I gave myself any time to actually discuss, like, the aftermath, so that's why I'm going over this really fast. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about Sawed Apart. Do you guys like her? I know some of you really like her, and I know someone specifically wanted me to use her, so here you go. Here's me using her. Sorry that I barely paid attention to this video. But trust me, when I was playing this, I was super focused. I mean, I still died. I don't even remember how I died. I think I died to something... It was either like a huge mistake on my part, or it was just something kind of ridiculous, but whatever. I mean, it was probably... I guess it was still a mistake on my part regardless, but still. Ugh, man. It is so frustrating when these characters block that move. Why did my voice crack so bad? Alright, and that finishes her off. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you again next time. Thank you guys... Wait, I'm about to... You know what? Whatever. Bye, you guys.